Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys, well, we have so much to talk about when it comes to Vanderpump Rules again, and I know it's like the gift that just doesn't stop giving. We have Lala Kent, who is addressing her drama with Garcelle. We also have Amber Childers, who is giving us an update on Randall Emmett. You guys remember Amber, right? Amber was the woman who was married to Randall when Randall met Lala, and now, actually, Lala and Amber are really good friends. We're going to get into all of it, but before we do, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget, just do all the YouTube stuff. Let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right. So you guys remember Vanderpump Rules season 10. Well, before the scandal of all of it all, we had the Oliver Saunders drama. You guys know Oliver Saunders is Garcelle's son. Well, we had an awkward run-in with Lala Kent and Garcelle, and we're about to get into it. Thank you to Reality Blur. Lala Kent is addressing her drama with Garcelle, who recently left an event after learning she was seated at Lala's table, following Lala's statements about her son, Oliver. Now, Lala also wished that one of her castmates would have told her about the allegations concerning her ex, Randall Emmett. This one, I have to say, I feel like people did say that there is weird shit going on with Randall Emmett. I think that when you're in a relationship like Lala was, I think sometimes it's harder to listen to it. It's almost like the same thing that Lala and Katie and everybody said about Ariana. Everybody said we saw this happening, but it was because we weren't so immersed in it. We saw it from the outside. Ariana kept saying, no, there's no way Tom and Raquel are doing anything. No, but it was because she had blinders on because she was so fully immersed into it, as opposed to them who they weren't a part of this, right? Same thing. So here we go. On the latest season of the show, Oliver kissed Raquel Leviss before his estranged wife, Samantha, publicly stated that they were still together when the scene was filmed. Garcelle eventually unfollowed Lala, who had openly discussed the Oliver controversy. Now, on her Give Them Lala podcast, Lala first addressed Garcelle's claim that she and Lala were placed at the same table at the Vanderpump Dog Foundation gala. I don't think I knew that, Lala said. Lisa Vanderpump, I guess, put her at our table, and once they sat down, they noticed me and they left because Garcelle needed to, and I quote, protect her peace. I actually think that's fair. I think if you sat there and you talked about me and say I put myself on reality TV, okay, and I did something wrong. You talked about me and then you sit at a table with my mom, there's no fucking way. My mom wouldn't even try to protect her peace. Actually, you would probably be the one who needed protection because she would be pissed. She's a mama bear. So I think Garcelle getting up and not staying at the table, it says a lot. But wait, hold on. She went on to say, in my head, I feel like I should have been the one protecting my peace. You know, I may throw the F word around, talk about some cookie, but at the end of the day, I live a pretty decent life. She assumed that Garcelle unfollowed her due to the statements about her son, Oliver, but she also indicated that she herself, would unconditionally stick up for her own daughter, Ocean, if she was placed in a similar situation. She said, but I also said we don't control, like, when Ocean goes out into the world, I can only do so much, right? Ocean is going to one day go into the world and be whoever she is. And I'm going to have to pray to God she doesn't act a damn fool and hurt people's feelings. But Lala did admit, which I think this is fair because I love Garcelle. She admitted that she's always liked Garcelle, who was previously kind to her, but Lala did feel triggered by the drama with Oliver. She claimed that she wasn't intense concerning her actions towards Oliver. Because of this, she was confused by Garcelle's reaction. I mean, you guys saw the reunion. I said I'm not going to talk about this. I don't want to touch on this because I actually do like and respect Garcelle tremendously. It was just strange to have someone say that they wanted to protect their peace from me. But also speaking on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, Lala alluded to her past relationship with Randall, who, as we know, has received a lot of allegations. I don't know if you guys have seen the LA Times article, but it's heavy. She expressed her wish that somebody would have told her about the DMs that they were receiving over the Randall allegations. No one voiced any concern for me in my relationship. She also shared that Tom Sandoval and James Kennedy have always claimed that they knew things, but she said, I would give everything to turn back the clock and have someone tell me something. I don't know if you guys remember Vanderpump Rules season 9. It was before season 10. It was the moment that they were at Villa Rosa. Lala was sitting across the table when she was trying to completely share what she heard about Brock and the situation with his ex that was back in Australia. When she did, Tom Sandoval actually stuck up for Brock and said, Lala, what about Randall? Don't you fucking dare compare this shell of a human to my man. You remember? So it's kind of like they were like, okay, Lala. They were trying to tell her back then. I think, again, it's just something that you don't probably want to hear in the moment, especially when you have a daughter with the person and you're engaged to them to be married. And there's a whole lifestyle that comes with it. I think that you get wrapped up in it. I don't think that's a Lala problem, but I think that this happens. Now, moving on, I wanted to talk about Amber Childers because she's also giving an update on her co-parenting relationship with Randall Emmett. Randall Emmett, if you guys haven't been keeping up, has completely clapped back at Jax Taylor recently over the claims of owing $75,000+ and he said Jax made an investment. It wasn't a loan. You invest. It's like going to the casino. You bet it all on red. If it doesn't hit red, guess what? And you lose your money. That's not an investment, but it's a gamble. And Jax, well, according to Randall, did the exact same thing. He did a gamble. But wait. Amber Childers revealed she's having a really difficult time co-parenting with her ex-husband, Randall Emmett. We have different parenting ways, and you go through leaps and valleys. Some months are really, really good, and some months are just really bad. I've had a really difficult time co-parenting, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue to work on the relationship and do what's best because it's for my kids. My kids will always come first, and with that in mind, it makes co-parenting a lot easier. Sometimes I just explain to my kids that 2 homes are sometimes better than 1, right? That's been the hardest part for me. Knowing how to protect my kids, but also to teach them how people should treat other people. Teach them that if you just lead with love and kindness and respect, that's all we need. That's all we need in the world. But some people just don't get that. She also added, she is friends with Lala, and they did try to kind of work together in order for the custody situation. But her comments come about 6 months after Page Six confirmed that her temporary restraining order against Randall was dismissed. As stated on the record in court this morning by attorney Heather Patrick, Amber and Randall have settled their differences, and Amber's request for a restraining order has been dismissed. Randall is glad that the matter is resolved and behind him. Yeah. Randall completely denied the allegations in a statement to Page Six back in January, saying, I'm not being investigated by the FBI nor anybody else, and the notion that I am is beyond absurd. Anyone can say whatever they want in a pleading. That doesn't make it true. There is zero evidence that I'm being investigated for anything, and we still share 50-50 custody of our children. I am shocked and in utter disbelief that Amber would even hint at something so disgusting and so untrue. Yeah. Well, how's that for a update? Guys, I don't want to just give you this and not ask your opinions. I'm so curious what your thoughts are about this, especially with the Lala and Garcelle of it all. But Amber having a difficult time co-parenting with Randall Emmett, is that shocking? Absolutely not. Surprising? No. Something we saw coming? Bingo. So go ahead, drop all the comments, leave all the opinions, which I know you guys are full of them, and don't forget to do all the YouTube things on your way out. I love you guys so much. Smash the like button, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.